EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
He hits him in stride. And Andrews lost the football. And now it's a scooped up by the 49ers. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A first look here for DJ Dallas. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
tackle made.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Open man is Samuel, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Here's Mostert. And he is going to be in the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Dallas. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
First down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for LA. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And he'll give it here to his running back. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this 2nd very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now, Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Illinois. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Boswell set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have... for the touchback.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
The kicker.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
Their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said.
They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
On for the point after, Corey Vedvik. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. We looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end, and he's going to get this inside the 30. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a 1st down as well. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
And 2 at the Rams' 20-yard line.
Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he holds it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 13 yards out. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Extra point try now for Vedvik.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Niners 7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little.
That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory.
First and 10.
A big play there for L.A. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they try the right side here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Wide open receiver complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Vedvik now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Rams 7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set to. Had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it out past the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. And Mayfield again with the interception. His third. Picked off near the 34. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. A run by Dallas to start the drive. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. They'll look to throw here on first down. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
Almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
And 6 yards to go.
looking to throw. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now quickly to Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Back to throw again. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Judy. That'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mostert. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Niners 42, Rams 7. Mitch.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
9-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Play. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of...
Now Mayfield lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Throwing, Mayfield. And will find his man on the outside. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On for the field goal, a 47-yard attempt.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. On for the point after, Corey Vedvik. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
That's the score, Niners 49, Rams 7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jerry Judy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. Extra point try now for Vedvik. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Niners 56, Rams 7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
5-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. The throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 48-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because
under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get through the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... That's caught inside the 20. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It'll be a loss of 13 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with him.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jerry Jeudy with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the 49ers continue to roll. Vedvik now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Niners 63, Rams 7. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
5-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A huge play that time for the Rams. 66 yards for him on the ground. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And the Rams are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And the 49er hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They'll set up a throw and give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
On for the point after, Corey Vedvik. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Niners 70, Rams 14.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to reach. This way.
5-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And again this time to the tailback. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, pulled over a few people, and got right up the gut.
Side through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 34. A gain of 3, second down.
At the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Mayfield off the play fake. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down, San Francisco.
A lot going to throw it here. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On second down, a run with Dallas. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down. Today's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Niners, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for L.A., they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall. Like, sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win? That's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I lead the pipeline.
Spin move, in zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zones, go. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Make out with a feast, a family